Welcome back to the U.S., sir.
Really? You're gonna film me, right?
I'm gonna film you right now.
After missing 6 games, Bjergsen had finally returned to the U.S. to take back his rightful place at TSM's middle lane. With Cloud9 only 1 game behind, there is little room for error when it comes to reincorporating Bjergsen back onto the team.
How's being home?
Cold as
Cold as
Yeah, it was really cold. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was kind of, I don't know. I had to live in a closet, literally. Because they're rebuilding. So my old room is like, it's like where you like enter the house. It's like you enter the house. So there is no room. And they knocked down my wall and shit. It's like they don't love me anymore. Oh wow. So holy it's so hot here.
Yeah, welcome back.
I don't have to wear 3 jackets.
Well, you got it.
I lost my headset.
You want my spare headset here?
Oh, I'm all
I
full.
put mine in my bag. I'm just gonna like
I'm
sleep,
so full.
sleep on the couch. I'm sleeping on the couch.
I'm going to. Yo, give me the couch. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper,
Bang in
scissors.
an hour.
There's two,
Rock, paper, scissors.
2 different couches.
Wait, when are we playing?
We're playing like
You wanna
an
do it?
hour.
My stomach is so full.
I know. Oh my god.
My God, you guys are just whining.
We
love
best. I hate
Why
it.
is what I
do best.
Oh, I'm so full.
I hate losing.
Yeah, let's whine some more.
Dyrus, known for his extremely laid-back approach and experienced top-lane prowess, is another member on TSM who has been there since the early days. Although usually quiet, he's never afraid to speak his mind on any given subject.
My name is Marcus Dyrus Hill. I'm 21 and I play top lane for Team Solo Mid. My childhood was waking up, playing video games or watching my favorite TV show, going to school, getting bullied at school in elementary school. I wasn't exactly awkward or weird, I was just really nice to people. When you're nice to people, some people see it as a weakness. A lot of them took advantage of that. I would go to school and then go home as fast as I can to play video games until the next day. My parents would play lots of video games too. I mean, they would work really hard, but they used to like go to the arcade and stuff. My dad would just get a bunch of quarters and blow it at the arcade all day. They bought me board games and they bought me like a Sega Dreamcast where it would be like really old games like Sonic and stuff. The video game console would just be my babysitter, and that's how I started with video games. My dad actually streams daily now, surprisingly. I don't know what he was the best at in arcades, but I know right now he's very decent at shooter games. He plays with a trackball and his reaction time's actually pretty good for someone his age. There's been times where he kills me a lot and I don't really want to play with him because every time he kills me, he's like, yeah! You like that, boy? And then it's like, oh my God, you know? So I saw a lot of advertisements and I just looked up in a search engine, League of Legends. It just looked like a game similar to Dota in terms of like how it's set up. And I just picked it up, and when I first played, I looked at the lore and I saw that Jax was a badass. So I would just play Jax, and that new game feel when you play a game is like, wow, I just killed him, or wow, I get gold when I kill creeps, or wow, this gives me a buff. This makes me stronger, you know? And looking at all the items, and it's like, wow, there's actually recommended items. In Dota, there's no recommended items. So when I first played, I was like, what the hell do I do? It was really nice because it was really noob friendly. and not in a way of where it's less competitive, but where it guides you more. For me, I actually was hooked on the game at first sight. It got so addicting to the point where I've played it for like 3 days straight during my breaks in high school. My play right now, it usually gets really good in the NA scene because I can improve mentally as a player. But usually when it comes to international scene, I usually play against stuff I'm not used to. So I need to learn how to adapt really quickly, otherwise I just get owned in the international scene. It's not that my mechanics are that much worse than theirs, it's actually pretty on par. It's just that my understanding of certain matchups that were brought to the game was just slightly behind. Playing against them like 2 or 3 times would bring me up to like the level of where they're playing at. For all I know, I might already be at that level. And it's not exactly that NA is much worse as a region. Like, we have players that can be just as good. Well, maybe not Faker. Like, our only Faker counterpart would probably be Bjergsen. For bottom lane, internationally, I think our bottom lanes are really, really strong and potentially even better than their bottom lanes. As for the junglers, I think junglers are probably at the best they can be, and our comparable would be Meteos. As for me in the NA scene, our top laners, no offense to everyone else besides Balls, like, it's pretty weak in my opinion. There's too many top laners that are trying to do new stuff. They're trying to like innovate, like Voidboy in the mid lane with Syndra and whatever he's playing. People are trying way too hard to try new stuff. They just need to pick what's the strongest and not what's the most fun to them. After playing for so long, it's going to be the mechanics that carry you through the game and not always your champion.
Why does Will ignore me? Yo, Will!
We see actually Bjergsen.
Here they come, though.
Oh, it's going to be the ultimate coming out. The flash Tivers. One goes down. That sheep, he gets harvested. Zuna's going to be the next to calling. He throws down the barrier. It's going to be more hate spikes. And the final one takes down Zuna.
XGG just doesn't have enough resources to respond to what TSM is doing right now. They needed the jungler down bottom to kill Bjergsen, but that means they have no smite for the Baron buff and not enough damage to push them off.
Ooh.
He gets going. TSM only 32 minutes into the game. A nice performance. No questions about Bjergsen's ability to come back to the team. That was just 1v8 matchup. TSM extends their record to 18-3.
Great communication, very strong play, and it does look like the band is back together as Team Solo Mid picks up another victory.
I should have just went like, after Banshees and Grander, I should have just started building like Ruins Hydra, or the Hurricane item or something.
I had so much money. I shouldn't have bought Banshees. That's my mistake. I screwed up a flash.
I would just hate it for us to like randomly lose from like.
I don't know, I want to see how much gold lead we had when they took that dragon. I'm pretty sure we were way ahead.
And we're still winning, because I was like up by 20 CS.
Yeah, like, you'd always have these small, like I just had a level advantage on them most of the game.
We probably just out-pressured them and that's it.
They just lost every lane mechanically, I think. They just lost.
Well, Shyvana's like, you can't, well if it was Balls it probably would have been different though.
Here's legendary balls. Let's talk about ball stars every session.
It's true though.
Yeah, it's not as good as balls.
Wow.
I like balls.
You know, you have to blow into the DS. You know, when I first got a DS, I had a game like that where you had to blow into the mic. And I didn't realize you had to blow into the mic, so I was like blowing at the screen as hard as I could, and I started like hyperventilating and like passed out.
Did you actually pass out?
I mean, not like immediately passed out, but like I got super tired and like
What the
got really lightheaded and then fell asleep. Oh, she teaches you to whatever it's called.
Cloud9 versus Evil Geniuses. Level 3 coming in. The Black Shield goes down very early there. Mop may be able to get that off here. The Flash and the Flake comes in, and it's going to be just enough. The Boomerang coming back. A few more hate spikes. The red buff could have done it, but Elimination wants to take that one for himself. High now in the mid lane. The Death Mark is off, but he flashes. Getting in that last E attack. Good for him. Inox is going to be going down. Cole the Meek to bring in the kill. It's going to be all around the map at a 2-for-1. And it looks like Cloud9 can stay in the base a little bit longer. And maybe they have extended their stay on this one. Dishing out the damage. Elimination on the backside gives a little bit of crowd control over to Meteos. It's what he needed for a triple. Balls on the backside was taking down Turret. He says, all right, now I'm here for the fight. The point blank hooks over and over for the ace. Cloud9, 28 minutes into the game, are going to pull out the victory. 24 kills to 6.
28 minutes, 24 kills. Domination by Cloud9.
You used it. Your E is what I call a boomerang move here. So it's not an actual move block. It's a move block that gets you from A to B and immediately back to A. So you don't have any say in the thing. You just go like that.
Right away, or like?
Right away, yes. But the idea is you can use the W at the end of that, at the peak of that move.
Okay.
So you can
send it backwards, and you. Yeah.
Exactly, yes. You can do a lot of cool things. You can smite during that thing. So you can go over Dragon Wall, smite Dragon, come back out, cool. And so on. You can dodge skill shots with it. You can block skill shots by jumping in front of an ally and so on. I hope that it has a lot of good, cool uses. Lots of people are like, I don't want to go back out. I just want a move block. I want to go in and stay in. But I can't give that to Warwick. That'll just make him too strong.
Oh shit, I thought I was like a spider.
Holy I was surprised at how long that took you.
Like,
I mean, I felt something, but I just
like,
saw someone's hand or something. I know it was like an animal. Oh crap.
Just someone standing there.
Yeah, that was scary. They almost got hurt. It's pretty scary from close up.
Yeah. Actually, make it rain. Is what
It's not what it said in the email.
What
did it say in the email?
I
didn't get the email yet.
Reread
I
the
know.
email.
Winston, I never got the email.
Yeah, I know. It went out to the middle.
You said check your emails. I went to check my email. It wasn't in there.
Check Jack's email.
I saw Make It Rain in there somewhere.
You said Jack email. He definitely said, before you give up those goods, check your email to see what you have to do with them. And in the email, it also says it's your NA only.
And now,
I checked the email.
it's helping so much because you're like, I don't even. I'm gonna try it on EU. But since Winston told me I can't do anything,
I was
I'm not
gonna
do
give
anything.
them
I'm
out to
gonna follow
everyone.
my manager.
Here, do
My
you want some
manager-
spin codes? I'll give you 200.
The best part
20
was
bucks
like,
each.
I handed those out, and WizKiwi was like, the caller was like, is it the Arctic Ops Varus? And I was like, no. And he was like, damn it, I want that skin. I was like, he already has it. Have it. Like, you
I literally
streamed
played
with it.
against him, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, but I want it for my swerve. And I was like, very weird.
Fair.
During the week, we dropped by the TSM residence to see how their scrims were shaping up.
Well, if they keep pushing, we'll defend.
Yeah, but they're not gonna keep pushing then.
But if they don't keep pushing, then I back to and buy after the first turn.
Yeah, you should just leave it to freeze and then let Darius.
Okay, yeah, I
tower,
should
right?
just leave it to freeze.
And then Darius will make it top in time. Right?
Then where do I go after?
You go defend the tower and they back off and Darius bases and go top. And then you push, then you have the buy timer.
Okay. We can do that. What do you do, bottom?
Wait, can we just all group together? Because I don't think half of the people are hearing like. Yeah.
So I
Go winning special and Darius comes down here. Or winning special and Otto comes down.
And then
they're gonna back off and then Darius will go up, huh? Or
Yeah,
is he gonna
Darius
go
Now, what happens if they do the same thing on the bottom side?
Then we just keep the lanes now.
Yeah, we keep the lanes. Then you go top and then we lane.
Huh?
Then Darius goes top and then we
But
just
then
lane.
what if they stay bot and I get?
Then Turtle gets
Oh.
if he
'Cause
goes
they're frozen
Because it's pushing back to their turret.
We can
and they're
just-
doing the same thing.
But I get items.
We can send 3 to push.
Turtle
I
has
have
items.
items.
We can send 3 to
Is
push.
he based?
They would send 3 to push.
And Otto is bot too, so Otto
They
can
still
push or
get more
something.
farms.
They get more farm, but I think we probably wouldn't even accomplish anything with more farm or a better buy timer.
Unless you want to get dragon.
Because we can't get dragon or dragon's not worth it. And I don't think we get bot turret for.
If they base, can't you push tower with Otto?
Can we?
We can push it.
If
we
you're
can,
3
we
bot?
can,
It depends.
depends on.
Depends on their jungler and stuff like that.
Then that's where Ziggs comes
Like,
in.
what if they're
The
support?
Ziggs not gonna be 6.
But what if they're support and like jungle buys and then comes back, and then their AD goes by and then we get bot because they have like more items. Because if I back, I'm probably gonna have like Vapsceptor and Boots, but if he stays for like extra Frozen Rave, he's gonna come back with like BF. And he'll be like a lot stronger than me.
He's not going to be farming a Frozen Wave though, he pushes it to tower.
No, what if they freeze? That's what we're saying.
If they freeze too.
Do the same thing.
If they do the same thing we're doing.
So Xpecial doesn't base if they're freezing, but if they push, he bases. What's Otto going to do then?
I'm always gonna back, probably.
He's gonna back.
Otto's going to back regardless. If they freeze, then his farms juggle.
Yeah.
With Dires, maybe?
Yeah.
And if they push, he defends, and then...
So
I
the special
only-
go, like,
I only
stays
back-
top if they freeze.
Yeah, I only back if they freeze. I only back if they don't freeze.
Okay, maybe we'll try that then.
Yeah.
I know, it's not pleasant to get over the head. Like that. Oh, it's like...
He walks sideways like that all the time. It's so troll. I don't think he knows how to walk on a leash. Let's go. Oh, so fast. Hey, come around. Come around. Come here. Walk around it. Walk around it. You can do it. I believe in you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my god, you're so troll, dog. Yeah, true. Holy shit. He was like purposely trolling me. Oh my god. Okay. Lazy, chubby dog.
On the next episode of Chasing the Cup, a new patch throws TSM off their game while Cloud9 continue to soar. Tune in next Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to see how it all plays out.